Hi, thanks for pressing play on my video today. I do appreciate you joining me. Today I have another lovely little card box. Look how pretty is that? Just take the ribbon off to show you that inside very neatly houses 6 beautiful, these are 4x4 cards and they're envelopes. These are really, really pretty. I hope you agree. And I think the box is just a beautiful way to present them. See if I can put this ribbon back on. I'm pretty doubtful. But anyway, you get the impression. So let me show you how you make it. We start with some cardstock. I'm using, this is very vanilla actually, a bit of a change from me. I usually use Whisper White. And what I have done is I have cut this to size and it measures, let me just check what it measures. It measures 11 5/8 of an inch this way by 6 1/4 inch this way. And what I've done, you can see I've already started this one. I have stamped all over it using Stampin Up's Lost Lagoon ink pad. This one was Black Rubilis, and I have used this lovely round flower stamp set from the Crazy About You set, which is a fantastic set. It has pretty much every sentiment you are ever going to need in it. So I've just stamped this randomly all over. So we'll just continue and finish that off. It's just ink up there. And I'm using a firm foam mat, which is our piercing mat, which just gives you a bit of a better impression when you're stamping in these photopolymer stamps. So I'm just filling in all those few last gaps that we have. I'm quite a big fan of actually doing this sort of thing and making your own sort of mock designer series paper, if you will, using stamps and inks. So there we go, we just filled that in perfectly. I put the ink to one side along with that piercing mat, and I'm now just going to bring in the scoreboard. Oh, if I hadn't covered it in stuff it would help, wouldn't it? So here's my scoreboard coming in. Just squeeze that in so you can see that there. Okay, we are going to do some scoring firstly along the long side there. If I put it in the middle, maybe. I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to get the top in there, I'm afraid, but I'll tell you the dimensions, and of course you can always pop over to my blog where there will be full imperial and metric measurements available. So we are going to score this firstly we're going to score it, score it. I think it's easier if you score it on the side that isn't stamped. So if we start and score it firstly at 1 inch, 5 1/4 inch, 6 1/4 inch, if I don't knock the camera over, and then 10 5/8 of an inch. That's there. Just checking I had it in the right spot. 5/8 of an inch. Turn it 90 degrees, and then we are going to score it at 1 inch down there, and at 5 1/4 inch just there. Okay, perfect. I'll pop the scoreboard away, and I'm now going to bring in the bone folder. If you watch my videos a lot, you know I don't actually have a bone folder yet. I'm sure one day it will get to the top of the list, but I just use the this is the scoring tool from the envelope punch board, which I think works just as well, and it means you can save your pennies for other lovely Stampin' Up products. What are we thinking of the yellow nails? I got persuaded in the nail bar this morning, and I'm not quite sure whether it's yet quite summery enough to be wearing this. So once we have burnished along all of our score lines, we're just going to do some trimming up, and you can see what we're going to do is each of these small score lines we have here, we are just going to snip up each of those. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I got a bit carried away because it was a beautiful sunny morning here where I am in Manchester, and when I was in the nail bar choosing the colours, rather than, I usually go for quite subtle colours, definitely nothing as bold as this yellow, but we shall see how I get on with it, see if I get any other comments during the week. So just cut up all of those, and now I'm just going to knit back along and just notch them out. But yeah, if you like it, let me know. Hopefully people like it. My husband hasn't seen it yet. He's usually very critical actually, so that will be the litmus test as to whether the nails stay this colour for very long, or whether I'm going back to get them done in a more familiar colour. Sorry for chattering away. I'll just finish notching out each of these corners. Okay, move all those scraps out of the way, and we're ready to start building up the box. Got my fuse again. I have been practicing, so hopefully we are going to be okay to use fuse. Okay, so we're just going to fold it up by putting some fuse firstly on each of these flaps here. I do feel if you just give it a little bit of a roll with your thumb, it does come out a little bit easy. So the first one is going to go up like this. Okay. Now, one of these squares is going to be slightly larger than the other, and that's going to be your lid. So just fold it up and you will see which one is your lid there and which one is your base. You can see that? So the base section is this part on my box, because it did come together really quite nicely there. Oh, a little bit of a notch sticking on still. Okay, pull that up. And oh, careful, fold that in there like that, fold that one in there like that, and then this is just going to be your lid. So again, a bit of fuse on each of these flaps. Yeah, I think I've got this fuse down, you know. There we go. And fold those two up, just like that. And then that is your box pretty much perfectly erected. You see? I do think this looks really classy. This beautiful stamp set just stamped all over it. You can then pop your cards and your envelopes in, of course, and then I have just tied it up using some matching Lost Lagoon ribbon. Have I done this right? No. I've done a very sort of a parcel fold, just to help keep it closed. Oh, have I got enough ribbon? I don't think so. Let's do a knot. Let's do a little knot here. Oh, wrap that round. There we go. I'm just going to trim off those edges. And you could obviously stamp a little matching tag to go with it as well. I think that would look really lovely. So there is one box stamped in the Lost Lagoon, and this one is the matching Blackberry Brillis version, both of which I think are lovely. I'll put that ribbon back on before I take some pictures. Hopefully you enjoyed the visit. Let me know the video. Let me know what you think about the nails, and I hope you enjoy making boxes just like these. Thank you.